Hey there, this is Ron LeGrand, and Dave Dweck has invited me to come down to Boca and do an all-day seminar there on January the 18th, and I'm excited to do it. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about what's going on there so you can be prepared. And I'm going to spend the entire day actually showing you how we do deals here in Jacksonville. In fact, to this very day, we do 6 to 12 deals a month, mostly in the pretty house side of the business, none of it using any of our own money or credit. And in fact, we just did a couple of deals where we got 30 grand out of one and $32,000 out of another one. And I'll show you how we did that. And honestly, we never touched the house and we never owned the house. On the 18th, I'm going to spend the entire morning marching you through the process of step by step that we do today, making the most money with the least amount of time, and show you how we automate everything so it doesn't take much of our time at all. In fact, I almost spend no time in real estate. My entire staff is 2 full-time people who do the deals that I just described, and I'll show you why we can do that and exactly how we do it on the 18th. Now, the morning is all about the fastest and easiest ways to make money in real estate, but then right after lunch, I'm going to go through your leads because I'm going to ask you to bring leads with you to class. So this is the sheet that you can get by going to ronlegrand.com/FSBO. This is our property information sheet, which is the basis of our business and the beginning of determining whether the FSBOs that you're going to call are suspects or prospects. You see, this sheet does most of the work for you. Now, after the event, you're probably going to get virtual assistants to do this calling for you, but right now, I'd like for you to make a handful of calls by going on Craigslist or any of the free websites you can get on, look for the FSBOs. Also, riding around looking for some for sale by owner signs in front of the houses. Pick up the phone and call them and just fill out the sheet for me. I need the stars filled out though. This is the important part. I got to have the information that's in the stars, and I must know the loan amount here. So guys, bring this to class filled out. There's nothing I can do with it. Because during the class, I'm going to go through your sheets. See, while you're eating lunch, I'm going to go through every one of these and pull out the deals from the duds, and then come back and talk about them. I'll show you why they're deals and why they're not. And then I'll show you the exit strategy that I would implement with these deals. It's the same thing we do right here, every day of the week. And the important part is down here in the middle now. There's 3 questions down here. They're self-explanatory when you get this and get a chance to read them. And I need a yes or no answer to one of these 3 blocks. Over here on the left is will you sell the house for what you owe? On the middle, it's will you lease purchase it? And over here is would you consider owner financing it? When you get yeses to one of these blocks, we've got probably a hot prospect, and I'm going to show you how to process that once you get the yeses. So if you will make some calls and bring these to class, I will analyze them for you, and we will discuss them live and in class, and you very well might go home with a deal that'll make you $5, $10, $15, $20, $30,000. Tell me, when's the last time you went to a seminar and actually made money for going? But I've also got a shameless bribe for you as well. If you'll bring me a few of these, when you get there, I'll give you one of these. Look at that. Don't you need one of those? Everybody needs one of those. How are you going to get through life without one of those? Well, you'll get one just for bringing these. Gotta bring these, and remember, complete them. Don't bring them half filled out. There's nothing I can do with them. Now in the afternoon, when we get through this process, which people love it when I go through these leads with them and I show them how easy it is to extract money out of a little bit of information that's on a sheet of paper. But that same afternoon, we're going to spend some time on how to handle a financial crisis. We're going to have a lot of Q&A time, and I'm going to show you some things that we've learned around here lately that you won't learn anywhere else. One of those, by the way, is we're going to have a session on bringing you up to date on the Dodd-Frank Act, which kicks in on January the 10th, and will change the way we do business when it comes to seller financing, but also there's a couple of lease option quirks in there that you need to know. So this is your chance to get updated on that Dodd-Frank stuff that you've heard so much about. And I got to tell you, ain't nobody knows more about that thing than me. I've spent hours and hours and hours researching Dodd-Frank. I've hired one attorney, paid him a lot of money to help me get the answers. I've consulted with 3 others personally and read dozens and dozens and dozens of articles written by attorneys and others to come to the conclusions that I have. And so I have a report on Dodd-Frank, meaning I've asked all the questions that I could think of that I'd want to know, and all the answers are right there on that report, and I'll also bring that report for you and drop it in your lap. So you'll get updated on that. I'll keep you out of trouble going forward. Yes, we can do lease options. Yes, we can do acts. Yes, we can still do seller financing. But yes, there's also some changes that have got to be made for you to comply with the law. So all in all, we're going to have a very exciting day on January the 18th in Boca. Dave asked me to come down and do this, and I'm always glad to do it for committed people, as I know you are. So get registered right now, and Dave will send you the property information sheet. But don't wait on that. Go ahead and go to ronlegrand.com/FSBO. Get them right now. Get in the habit of calling the sellers, filling out the sheets, and bring them to class, and let me help you make some money. And of course, don't forget, you're going to get one of these beautiful t-shirts when you bring those to class. I'm also going to give away some other prizes. In fact, I'm giving away $5,000 worth of goodies on that day just by drawing, and I'm going to be bringing my book and autographing that for you as well. So it's going to be a very exciting day. Get registered right now before we fill up. I'll see you in Boca on January the 18th.